Do you know that globally, 70% of employees are actively disengaged, 62% are not engaged, and only 21% are engaged? In 2024, the disengagement cost the world economy around 438 billion, while in Malaysia, around 10% are actively disengaged, 64% are not engaged, and only 25% are engaged, which is very concerning. So the first problem statement is the inefficient attendance and leave management, which will point to errors and time consuming. The next one, lack methods to identify and analyze employee thoughts. So we are unable to address the motivational problems that lead to dissatisfaction. The third one, insufficient recognition and rewards mechanism might reduce the employee engagement and motivation. Finally, we are unable to get the real-time insights, so we might miss important trends and does not take measures. So my objective is to automate attendance tracking and leave management to reduce the manual HR process. But also foster a more engaged workforce through feedback and surveys with sentiment analysis, and also to provide HR with advanced analytics and reports on the engagement to make data-driven decisions. Finally, enhance employee engagement through peer recognition and visible rewards. So, I would like to introduce HRPulse, an integrated employee productivity and engagement system. So what is it? It is a web portal for HR and it has a mobile app for the employee. It is a comprehensive HR management platform that addresses the organization challenges. They also improve the engagement and productivity as well as streamlining the workflow. It aligns with the SDG 8 decent work and economic growth. So here's my system module. I have attendance and leave management module, survey and feedback module, recognition and rewards, finally reporting and analytics. Alright, what makes the system special? It has the recommended actions feature that utilize the AI technology so that it will provide recommended actions for the HR to solve employee issues. The next one, after the employee submit the survey, it will be processed with the sentiment analysis so that the HR or the admin they can check the sentiment from very negative to very positive. Alright, let's hop into the system demo. As you can see, here is the admin portal and there is no register function because HRPulse is a company internal system. So only the technical team will be creating the credential for the HR to log into the admin portal. So now I sign in as a HR. So here is the dashboard page like engagement score, survey response, attendance rate, recognition rate, and so on. So I can also see the charts, the bar. So this is just an overview to check the data and the statistics. So I go into the employee page. Here I can see the list of employees in the company. So the email, mode, department position, and so on. I can also filter them by the mode, full-time, and what department is that, and I can refresh it. I can also filter by the column. Alright. So now I add employee. I can create a credential for the employees to log into the mobile app. And then their basic information, their employment details, position, type. So once I create, it will be displayed here. So now I log into the mobile app as Kian. Alright. So you can see I am in the homepage now. So it is not working because the available time is between 6 AM and 10 PM, but now it is 3 AM. Alright, it is 6 o'clock. Let's check in now. It's successfully, and I can see the total points, remaining leave, the survey announcement, and the articles. So as a HR, I go to the attendance page. I can check all the attendance records, and for some employees, since they are remote employees, the location will be recorded so that we make sure they are productive. So now I check out successfully. If I refresh, you can see that the total hours is 1 minute, just to show you an example that this attendance function works. So if I check the attendance record, yeah, it will show here as well. Alright. HR can see the list of applications from all the employees, while employee can only see their own leave application. So now I can try to apply the leave application, let's say emergency. Okay, 22nd and maybe sick as a reason, for example. So submit successfully. As you can see, I can also cancel the leave if I want to. Now if HR try to refresh, you can see there are 2 pending here, same as the employee. If I reject, it will change to rejected and there is the notification. Same goes to approved. So the leave request has been approved. Okay, now the HR wants to create a survey. So survey page, create a survey, the title, description, start and date, and add questions. Just type the questions, blah blah blah. So we can also choose types of rating. Then for different categories, there are different suggested questions as well. So HR don't need to type one by one again. So at the end, he can create a survey. But I want to show you that there is this template feature where I can create a template 111. Just for example, I can add questions, tax rating. So I create a template. You can see there is this template. Alright, so this is a very powerful feature where I can use it later. So let's say this template 2025, I have set up the questions. So now I apply template. You can see all the same questions has been populated in the create survey page. So the HR don't need to repeat all the questions again. So now I just put survey, just change the name, start date 23rd, the end date just put it on July. So now you can just simply create because all the questions have been populated. So once I created, it is in the draft status. So why it is in a draft status? Because it is not supposed to be exposed to the employee yet. So I can just edit. So once I think it is okay, I can schedule now. I usually want to schedule this survey. So while it is under the schedule status, a backend function will be triggered. So for example, if the start date is 23rd June, if today is also 23rd, the schedule status will become active status. So if the end date is 31st of July and today is the 1st of August, the active status will become closed status. So the backend function will be run every day at 12 AM to help the HR to set the status of the survey automatically. So the HR don't need to manually set because it is very cumbersome for them. So as you can see, from the employee, I can see the closed and the active status in this year. If I go into the closed status, I could not answer any questions because the survey is no longer accepting the response. So if I go to the June survey, which is active, and I am not completed it, there are two types of questions. The fitting questions, I can choose strongly disagree to strongly agree, and there are also the text questions where the answer will be processed with the sentiment analysis. So once I answer every questions in every page that represent different category, so now I click submit survey, it is submitted successfully. If HR view the survey, then he can check all the responses. So for example, 5 responses, some agree, some strongly agree, some strongly disagree, and then for the text questions, yes, sometimes maybe these are processed with sentiment and text. So there will be the result for very negative to very positive. Okay, you can see all the responses. Same goes for other categories. Alright, so now I go to the recognition page. So HR will be able to see the leaderboard, okay, and also the list of recognition applications. So now I go to the employee view. So now I can also check the leaderboard and all the recognition points has been totaled up. So now I nominate an employee, Abigail. So 200 points. He is good. I submit. Recognition has been submitted. Right, so it is pending here now. So now I go to approve it. Alright, same, I can approve or reject, and the nomination has been approved. So I can check all the recognitions that I received and the given. So just now I have given Abigail the 200 points, and then I can also check this. So if I approve it, so I will be gaining the points. So I have received the recognition. So if I refresh, you can see the total points has total out 300 points. After getting the recognition points, now we can go to the rewards catalog to redeem reward. So let's say I redeem Touch and Go 100 points. So I can redeem 10 Ringgit voucher. So redeem successfully. I can check all my redemptions pending and completed. And from the HR view, I can add rewards and edit the reward. So now I view the redemption. So this is what I have redeemed just now. So if I complete the redemption, so I refresh, yes, it is completed now. So why I need to complete status? Because HR will need to process like sending the QR code or sending a voucher to the employee via email or WhatsApp, and then he will complete the redemption to notify the employee. I can also check the notification page to read and unread the notifications, as well as the holiday and the calendar to see which colleagues has holiday. Now to the final module, analytics, I can check the engagement score for all the surveys in 2025, the department engagement scores, and also the recommended actions, which I use AI technology to generate it based on the data statistics. So same goes for the response rate, the total survey, the department, and the recommended actions, but it might take some time to generate it. I can also filter it. So if I filter this survey, it will only show all the departments of the survey because it's only one, right? And then same goes for attendance rate, filter, attendance rate, total attendance, and the trend graph. And for the recognition rate, it is using the trend graph as well. And I want to show you that in every page, there is a export function, so I can export it. So if I open it, so you can see I have exported all the data. Talking about the system architecture, I use React Native for the mobile app and React for the web. So it is connected with the Supervised services as a backend that I use edge functions, authentication, and the Postgres database. So it is also connected to external services like Gemini API, post notifications, and the Hugging Face API sentiment analysis. And finally, I deploy the web on the Husin platform. So why HRPulse is better? Other than features like attendance, and feedback and recognition and rewards, it has the most comprehensive core HR functions and advanced analytics and reporting like AI recommendation. So this will attract the SME to use the system. Now, what impact does HRPulse bring? First of all, it improves efficiency by automating activities and reduce the HR processes. It also enhances the employee engagement with sentiment analysis and rewards that increase satisfaction and motivation. Thirdly, it supports data-driven decisions via dashboard and analytics to empower HR with insights. Next one, adaptable to modern work environments that fit both remote and hybrid teams. Finally, it creates a positive work culture by encouraging appreciation, recognition, and transparency in feedback. For the entrepreneurship opportunities, first, it can be a software as a service product to be launched for SMEs and startups so that it can gain steady income. The next one, it can be expanded to different regions with minimal customization so that it supports localization features such as multi-languages, currency, and compliance. Thirdly, we can collaborate with other business like B2B so that we license partnerships with HR consulting firms, co-working spaces, or payroll solution providers. Finally, it can be white labeled, so it can be sold to the government or the HR agencies to rebrand and offer to their clients. For the business model, it has a basic plan which costs 99 ringgit per year, has all modules and limited analytics for around 1 year. The next one, standard plan, it costs 199 ringgit, which the analytics will be extended to 2 years with free domain setup. Finally, the highest tier premium plan costs around 339 ringgit, which offer full analytics for more than 2 years. They also include the most important feature, AI recommendation, so that HR can mitigate the employee issues. So the free trial of 14 days will be applied. How about the revenue growth? If we assume 10,000 SMEs and 2,000 startups using a system, we can get roughly 2.2 million ringgit per year. So of course, if we total up the revenue from year 1 to year 5, it can be a lot. But if we also consider the fact that there might be more companies that use the system in the middle, it can be increased exponentially. So to summarize, it is a comprehensive platform consisting of mobile app and a web portal that combines essential HR functionalities. Next, it improves the engagement and productivity by motivating them with the utilization of features like survey. It also provides HR with real-time insights into workforce statistics, engagement score, and attendance trends. Finally, it fosters a culture of appreciation and collaboration to enhance job satisfaction and motivation via peer-to-peer recognition. So how about the future enhancement? Can integrate machine learning for predictive analytics. It can also add chatbot support and multilingual interface to be more inclusive and adaptable. It can be also integrated with third-party tools like accounting and ERP software to reduce inefficiency. Finally, it can include modules such as performance reviews and career path planning to support long-term employee growth. That's all from me. Thank you.